Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tyler Ellison, and we are going to be discussing the astrological qualities for our date of April 20th, also known as 420. So if you celebrate the magical plant of cannabis, if you celebrate this holiday, enjoy it. I hope it is fun for you. And I have to report there's going to be phenomenal astrological influences and energies on this day. And we're very lucky. We are doing our Ryoka channeling event, the Path of Ascension, on this day. And before that, I'm going to be doing a spiritual teacher summit interview, something like this. So in my own world, it's a very productive day, very auspicious day. And it's very fortunate that it aligned with the day that is so heavily ruled by Spica, which is the star that rules and influences most of this day of April 20th. So Spica is a star of wealth, it is a star of love, and it is a star of healing. So these three things can be heavily cultivated during this day, during this time. Spica also has the shadow power of destruction, severance, breaking free from limitation. So if there's something in your life holding you back and you know you can overcome it, you can call upon the Spican powers to give you that strength, because it has a Martian quality to it as well as a Venusian quality that can really empower you to be able to alchemically transform and break free from whatever thing is binding you. So you need not be bound by the limits of physical reality and by the limits that our negative belief systems impose. You have the ability to overcome these things. You have the strength, the intelligence, and the creative spirit within that will guide you. And Speak is here to assist you in doing just that. At approximately 11:30 in the evening, the powers are going to shift from Spica to the star Sirma. And this is another star connected to the Virgo constellation, or at least, excuse me, the Virgo dimension of the night sky, rather. Not all of these are perfectly in the constellations, although I do believe that Sirma is. Regardless, let's go deeper. So Sirma is in many ways connected to the powers of Mercury as well as the powers of Mars. It is a star of business and trade. It is a star of the reception of all good things. It's a star of friendship. And we are encouraged when Sirma's influence is present to focus more on matters of financial success, connection on a heart-based level with others. It's not seen as a star that's particularly auspicious for romance, for love. So do be aware of that. But keep in mind, it's going to be turning on for all of us here on the East Coast at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that, of course, will be a little different in other parts of the world. So you may be able to take advantage of this because it's going to remain in effect long until the following day. So let's get into some of the qualities that are going to be connected to this day in terms of tarot and in terms of numbers. So the number power that is connected to this day is the number 5. This is the number of Mars. So this is going to complement the Spican themes of using fire to overcome obstacles, to transform and burn up impurities and the things that bind us or keep us bound to the realities that no longer serve us. This is a day of overcoming these things. And the Martian power is here to help you do this. The Martian power is connected to both Spica and Sirma. So it's going to be abundantly present, very energizing. So you can use this for productivity. Now, the tarot card is the tarot card, the World. Now, the World is a very interesting tarot card. For those of you that have seen the Rider-Waite deck, the tarot card of the World shows on it a very beautiful nude woman. She has a very colorful and thin garment that she's twirling, almost like fabric, if you will, that she's twirling around her. Um, she is surrounded by the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. So you can see Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius surrounding her. And she's dancing with these 2 batons. It's a highly symbolic card. All of the tarot cards are, but this one in particular. The World Tarot card is all about meditation upon death. Because in terms of the Kabbalistic tree of life, the World Tarot card represents the very bottom of the tree. That bottom of the tree is called Malkut, the kingdom. This represents the earth. And the world above Malkut is the lunar world, ruled by, of course, the moon. We call that Yesod. So the connection, the bridge between these two worlds is ruled by the World Tarot card. So to transcend from terrestrial consciousness into astral consciousness, that process is a type of initiation. Initiation is a birth. It's a spiritual birth, a psychological birth, an energetic birth that we go through. But in order to be birthed as this new self, we have to let go. Excuse me. We have to let go of the older self. We have to let go of who we once were. We have to let go of the mundane self, the unawakened self, in exchange for the new self that we are becoming in real time, the sacred self, the cosmic self, the magical self. And once you become the magical self, your world can't go back to being mundane. You can't unhave the experiences that show you real-time proof that energy is what creates the phenomenon that occurs within the world of matter. So the World Tarot card also is connected to acts of dark or black magic. So the art of cursing and destroying with magical power is actually heavily supported by this card. Now, that doesn't mean you need to do that. I don't recommend it. Magical curses can be brutal and can be unpredictable. I'm talking from firsthand experience. It can really cause dysfunction. It can cause health problems. It can wreak havoc. So I don't recommend you practice it, but it does exist. It does work. It's very powerful, and it should be used with extreme caution if it is ever used. And I would only recommend it in a very extreme situation. We always want to transform with compassion, with love, with understanding. These are always the tools we want to use, the perspectives we want to adorn when we are faced with conflict, especially conflict with others. But nevertheless, what is the positive power of this destructive, discordant magic? Well, as we had mentioned, there's going to be a very large theme present that relates to the overcoming of limitation. So you can use destructive magic to break down and destroy the psychological barriers that prevent you from being who you were here to be, who you are here to be, and who you will become. So that's the benefit of actually knowing how to invoke destructive powers. You can use it to break down obstacles. This card is also connected to the cosmic self and what is sometimes referred to as the vision of the holy guardian angel. So when we go through the death process, we are greeted by guides. If the meditation on the World Tarot card is done correctly, the practitioner creates a type of egoic psychological death. They enter into total darkness. We would call it the Earth's womb. And from here, they are greeted by their holy guardian angel, a being assigned to them at birth that is seen as the personification, the external personification of that person's higher self. This type of contact can be achieved through working with the World Tarot card. So, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's going to be a very exciting day on April 20th. Lot to look forward to. It's a holiday. We have some exciting interviews and channeling events. We're going to be working with Spica most of the day, and then Sirma near the end. And of course, we have the World Tarot card to support us. And keep in mind, the World Tarot card is connected to Saturn. Saturn's a planet of binding, banishing, destruction, but it's also seen, especially in Eastern culture, as an earthy planet that is said to bestow wealth and abundance and a good harvest. So do keep that in mind. If you detoxify yourself of these negative belief systems, remember, the earth on the spiritual level is an amazing transformer, an energy composter. So if you give the earth the sick energy, the old energies, the negative energies, if you detoxify this to the earth will transform it into flowers. Bless you. So you don't have to keep those things inside. Connect to nature, give it to Gaia, and you're going to get abundance and good things in return. Make it a daily practice if you want. The art of letting go and letting that energy through the powers of gravity and intention descend down into the planet to be transformed into your success and into collective success.
Meet Asana.
So
a work
I
management
hope you've
platform
enjoyed this
that
video,
is
everybody.
more than
I'm going to sign off for now. We'll get into the next video on the 21st. So enjoy and take care.